Hello, you're on Music Toolbox and welcome to another Free App Friday. Today we'll be looking at the Open Goldberg project, a kick-started music app. Now, when you kickstart an app, you pledge support for an app in return for some sort of reward usually. What was interesting about the Open Goldberg project is this was a project that was intended to provide a free resource, a free recording of the Goldberg variations recorded by the excellent pianist Kimiko Ishizaka on a high-quality instrument, a Bösendorfer 290 Imperial, and at the Telex studio in Berlin. So we have what is essentially a very expensive endeavor to book studio time on a good instrument and record it. And hopefully this model will be adopted by others in the future, and we'll see more of these recordings where the artist is supported up front. The process of having the recording made is supported up front, and this wonderful music is made available to everyone, irrespective of resources. In this app, you get a description of the project, and this description of the project matches what you'll see if you go to the Open Goldberg project website. But you also get two other amazing things. First, you get the entire recording, free of charge, a high-quality recording. Now, I do miss Glenn Gould singing along to the Goldberg variations. I do enjoy that. But you'll notice this is a modern recording. You don't have a lot of that background noise. So it's a nice, clean, beautiful recording. They've broken it into variations, so you can go right to the variation you want to listen to. But also, they provide you with sheet music for each one. And the score will track with what you're doing. If you touch the score, you can pause it. So let's pause the score really quickly. Now, one thing I want to point out about this is we're all used to seeing music notation scroll by in our notation programs. But there are very few instances where you can track a musical score with a high quality recording by a human performer. Now, it is possible in NoteFlight to sync recordings with YouTube videos, which is kind of cool. And it is possible to see notated scores in YouTube, but generally those are PDF scores that are just show you the page, that don't actually track with the moment by moment of a recording. So this is actually kind of an unusual resource in that we're getting both the tracking of a live high quality performance and a high quality score. So let's just watch a little bit of this go by. So it's always painful to stop something like that. And as I'm listening, I find myself thinking, as a tuba player who likes to dabble on the piano, I'm not holding those grace notes long enough. I don't do the ornaments correctly. So this is kind of fascinating for me, because not only can I see the notation that I see on the page, but I can hear someone performing the exact little bit of music I want to hear tied right to the notation. And I can use the scroll bar to go back to the bit that I want to hear. So let's see, I'm going to listen right here. I want to see how this is the mordant works. So let's go ahead and play right from there. So I can track exactly to the feature of the music I want to hear, and I can play that bit again. So this is really an amazing resource that has been provided. Scores that you can move through to just the point in the recording that you want to hear play that bit of recording, observe what happens, variation after variation after variation, all for free under a common creative license, so I can use it however I want to. I can provide this resource to other people. This is really, it's almost touching how wonderful this resource is. People sometimes talk about the fact that classical music is fading and that the audience is fading. And there is a hope, at least on my part, that projects such as this, projects that are selfless and generous, will introduce later generations to classical music, but also will introduce the concept of free and open source materials that are supported by people who care about them. So this is the Open Goldberg project. I hope it is one of many open projects in the future. And I personally want to say how much I appreciate the effort that went into this, the thought that went into this. I really find this to be an amazingly wonderful tool and an amazingly generous and thoughtful package.